today. It's the National Football League. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they're hot as can be. Winners of... of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 81 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
Point after.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's good.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to fire one deep over them. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
14. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Oh, fighting off the defender. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And again, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 14. Broncos nothing.
Second and 6. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Chargers first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Chargers.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Harris Campbell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary. Being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race, and things go in the wrong direction for them. They've got to take care of business.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll check this one down to Taylor. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Los Angeles.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback. In the final seconds of the first half, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have come to halftime, and what we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Broncos 7. Harrison.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
First down, Chargers.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
It's 2nd down.
Now this throw caught left side.
The pass.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A pickup of 18 yards. But
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
on for the point after.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And 1.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A draw play for Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
3-yard line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Taken down by...
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back now here on EA Sports. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for runs. And got his man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And the short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
He'll let this go deep for Rupp. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to Henry.
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll try and run with Mixon, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The pass.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Second down and inches. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
And now back out comes the offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Get ready, get ready.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Keep it up. 52's the mic, boys. 52. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10. At their own 26.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Keeps the score.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
He's ridiculous. Where's 52? 52. 52's the mic. Squeeze, double up.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Good for our Denver Broncos.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
I got you, boy.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side...